Alright, I have another one of the locks that Correct sent me. He tells me that this is the Takigen T-999. I don't know if it's just because that's what's stamped on the lock, or if it's, I guess that's the model, but it says right there T-999. And this lock has pins coming from two sides, left and right, straight on. It's got an interesting little like warding groove along the top. I tried, I had a thinner pick than a multi-pick, my Honest Dongshi's. I was able to go along these top channels and pick that way. I never really figured out a good tensioner and pick combo with this. Usually I'll pick a lock once and then I'll come and film it. This one I picked it and I wasn't satisfied with how I got it, so I tried a bunch of different picks and different tensioners. I never got to a point where I was I mean, I kept getting it open, but I was never satisfied that I was doing it cleanly. And basically I went back to what I initially used, and we'll just go from there. I wasn't satisfied because I like to be able to tell you what I'm doing, but here it might be a little bit difficult, but I'll try. So I have a multi-pick Elite G Pro #1 here. It's like a curved flag. It's just, the only reason I picked this is because it's tall, right? A lot of the multi-pick flags are pretty short. So I'm going to give this a try and see what I feel. So going down the right side here, this first one might be binding lightly. Tiny little click out of it, probably not even audible. Left side, I'll just start on the right side, I guess. So that's the first one on the right. Second one on the right, springy. I think that's the second one. Can't even tell. The flag is not, yeah, the second one's springy. Something on the left is binding. I have to get it out the way. A little click from it. All right, third one on the right. A little click from there. I think this is the fourth one on the right. It's going really far, and I think it just kind of mushed into a click. And then, what do I got back here? Something I can't quite get around. All right, last one on the right, I think. Kind of mushed in, gave me a little click. All right, let's see if I can find actual real binder anywhere. I'm having a hard time getting it out. First one, little click on the right. Let's check the left. Seems like it might be binding. Got a little click from it, barely. Second one on the left. Third one on the left. Fourth one on the left. Feels like it's binding. Got a decent click from the fourth one on the left, at least, finally. All right, so let's see. First one on the right is feels like it's jiggling, like it's set. Second one on the right is moving. Give me a click there. Third one on the right feels like it's jiggling. Fourth one on the right, jiggling. Fifth one on the right is binding. Give me a click there, I think. Just making sure. Yeah, it feels like it's jiggling. All right, so I think that's the right side. Let's go after left. Left, first one's jiggling. Second one, I think, is jiggling. Third one. Click from the third one. Fourth one. I think that's jiggling. I think that's it. Let's go back to the beginning, see if that made something else bind. No, this is the second one. Second one doesn't see, that's just me coming off of it. I don't think it's binding. Third one. And fourth one, let's check the right again. First one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. And the last one. The last one might be binding a little. A little click there. Okay. Check the left again. First one. Second one. This is taking a lot longer than it has before, because the camera's on, of course. First one, second one on the left, third one on the left. I think that's all the left side. Right side, one more time. And then what I'm going to do is going to loosen the tension a little and let any maybe oversets drop if there are any. Yeah, loosen it a little. Okay, I loosened it a lot. I'm not okay. I got something to drop, but I don't know. If, I loosened it so far. I don't think it was even an overset. It's probably just a normal set. Feeling the right side. I got something sticking in the keyway, like number 4 or so on the right. Kind of got it. Oh, there. Click out of it. Pretty significant one. Check the left side again. First one's springy. Second one's jiggling, I think. Third one, I think, is binding. Slipping off of it with this curved flag. It's kind of trying to jump over the pin, and there we're open. So that's what I mean. I couldn't really, I don't know. It's like the binders were kind of not the binders, so I wasn't too satisfied. And dumb me, I waited because I was printing a follower, and I left it on the build plate. Hopefully it printed out. Okay, so I've never gutted it. Ugh. It's got some, I don't know, got some mess up on the bottom here, which is the important area. This is the area we'll be using. Let me see if I can use the digs tray. I don't know if you can't see what I'm doing down there, but turn on the autofocus, take this out so you can see what I'm doing. So it's got like a little bit of grunge around the edge, so I just like doing that, using to try to take off the junk around it. Let me see. If I dig and I dig, sorry about all the noise. If I keep digging, I should get to a cheapo knife. And let's see. I'll use this one on the next lock I do too, so that one will be a little bit better prepared. I'm hoping that this will fit. I haven't tested it. So let's see. We've got a nut here. So this is about, I'll show you where I got to in gutting. So there's a nut there, that there. I don't know if I showed this in action before I started, but I gotta lock it up again. There we go. Yep, so that's there. It turns freely both ways now because I took this piece off. That was limiting the directions. Next we have a C-clip here. So let's get that off. Like that. Alright, so now we're good to take it out. This follower, I had 10mm followers, but I needed a hollow one so that it could go over this tailpiece like that. There is a gap where the C-clip was in, but I don't think that's going to be wide enough of a gap for drivers to fall into, so we'll just go for it. Worst comes to worst, we will pry these brass plates off and unbrick it that way if it does get bricked, but I don't think it'll get bricked. So go ahead and turn it, and I want to keep it upright so I don't lose the pins out, the key pins out. Okay, so one key pin fell out because I probably wasn't covering the plug adequately there, and there it is. The fifth key pin on the right side fell out. So we'll start dumping. One. I'll put the right side key pins higher up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the left side lower down. Left low, right. I don't know a word for high that starts with R. I'll sort that out after. 3 and 4. So there's all those. We'll arrange those after. And there's 4 on the left. Okay, see, I don't even know if I was saying the number of pins right. I do think I was counting to 5 on the right. Then we need a pair of tweezers. Get these rotated around the right way. Like that. And then let's look at some driver pins. So on the other side of this follower, I have it's probably pretty hard to see in the light, but there's a U-shape. There's a U-shape cut, and that will enable me to, during the rebuild, focus on one side at a time. But you can use it during the gutting stage too. If we push it all the way down here, we'll be able to just remove just this one pin on this side, like that. And that was the last pin, I believe, on the, I don't know which side, I'm guessing it's the right. But if we end up with 5 left pins, then we'll have to swap the left and the right. Let's check the other side. So that went back that far. Yeah, that one goes back further, I can see. So that's got to be the right side. And that one doesn't go back as far. That's got to be left. And I can just turn my little U channel to there and catch that one. The last one on the left here. And, you know, or you could just do it the traditional way, out this side, right? Take the first one out the right. It's going to be right here. Should be the first one to pop out. There's that first one on the right, but they'll fall into that hollow hole that I had. And then they won't really fall out because there's filament all over the place. So either way, you can take it apart. But when you're putting it back together, it's nice to have this little U channel because you can see, I can put that one in there without having to worry about that one falling out and so on. So it's nice. Anyways, let's continue. Right side number 4. Left side number 3 goes flying. Right side number 3. I try to cover it up a little. That doesn't come flying out. It did hit my finger, so it was trying to come flying out. Okay, left side number 2. Oh my gosh, this autofocus is going crazy. I don't know, this lens. It's a good lens, but there's something quirky with autofocus on it. Maybe there's a setting I have to change to make it not as crazy. I don't know. Like I turned off so it's not trying to track a face or anything like that. Since there's no faces right here. All right, the last one, first one on the left. Okay, so there's all the pins. That's the Bibles there. Nothing special. These have a little bevel, like a step down. That's only so the pins don't drop into the keyway, don't fall out, right? All the driver pins are standards. So let's go in there and take a look. So all the driver pins are standard. All the key pins are standard. I don't know if, I mean, theoretically you could worry about having an overset with these because they only have a thin lip on the top. Dang it. All right, thin lip on the top like that. So you could potentially overset these. I didn't find there was an issue there. I was pushing on drivers pretty hard. Either maybe the tolerance is a little weak, so I was able to push on. There was like a low set on the right side, that you didn't have to push up on, and I pushed on it fairly hard and it didn't overset. So pretty straightforward lock to pick, not difficult. It did take some time just because like couldn't cleanly get on the different pins, and I'm using a curved flag which wasn't for the left side, which wasn't ideal. So when I was pushing the left side, I was actually you'd have like a pin. Let me see if I can show this. I'd have a pin like this and I'd be pushing it like that, and the flag would try to like go over like that, so it wasn't getting good purchase to push on it. So not the ideal pick for this, but it was tall enough, so that's why I grabbed that one. So that is the Takigen T-999. I think next I will do this TAC 80. Another similar lock. I haven't gutted it yet. I don't even know if I picked it yet, but I'll do that right now. So thanks everyone. Bye.